This right here is my Claude code, which thinks it's running on a Claude AI model, but it's actually running on a completely alternative free AI model, and it has no idea. So if you've been spending way too much on Claude code credits, this is something I would definitely look at. So this GitHub project right here is exactly what I'm going to go through on how to get set up for this video. So this project is called free-claude-code. I didn't create it. This is something that somebody else created, and it has a lot of stars. 22,000 people have sort of upvoted this as being a good solution. And you can read the description here. Use Claude Code for free in the terminal, VS Code extension, or Discord like OpenClaw. And so ultimately what this is essentially a set of instructions on how we can configure our Claude Code instance to be able to start to use other models outside of Claude's models that are either free or significantly cheaper than Anthropic's Claude's models. And we can quickly read here that it says free Claude Code routes Anthropic messages API traffic from Claude Code to models like the NVIDIA NIM model, OpenRouter, DeepSeek, LM Studio, and a couple other models here as well. So this just means that Claude Code will still think that it is Claude Code. And when I ask it, which model are you using? It doesn't actually know that it's using a DeepSeek model. And this sort of allows us to hack into the power of Claude Code, where we have all of their tool calls and research and everything that they've set up. We're still accessing and using all of that, but we're just swapping out that model for something else. I'm going to showcase how I was able to get Claude Code to set this all up for me, and I didn't have to do anything too technical. And if you do want the link to this GitHub project, I'll add it into my free Skool community, which you can find linked in the description. I'll create a new classroom tab just for this video, and this link will be in there. So the way that I approached getting this set up in my own Claude Code was that initially I sent off a message that said, can you explain to me how this allows me to run Claude Code for free? I pretty much just wanted to get it to break down exactly how it worked, just to explain it a little bit better. And you can see that I just pasted in the GitHub repo link as well. This is also something that I would recommend you doing in order to install these libraries. It's so smart now that we can just upload a link to the GitHub repository, and it's going to be able to read through all of the files necessary to understand what it needs to do. You don't have to do any manual install. And so the reason that I sent this is I just wanted to learn a little bit more about how it worked and the approach that it took, and it kind of gave me a bit of a breakdown. And ultimately for a TLDR, essentially, like I said earlier, what's happening is that we are just swapping out that model for a free or very cheap model. So you can see here where the free comes from. So it either comes from the NVIDIA NIM model, which is a free tier model from NVIDIA. There's also quite a few free models on OpenRouter. If you're not familiar with OpenRouter, it's essentially one API that gives us access to a bunch of different models all at once. And they've just listed a lot of these free models in which we can access through their APIs. Most notably, some of the DeepSeek models we can access through there, and they cost either $0 or are very cheap. And then lastly, the sort of third option is by running a completely local model on your own hardware. So that could be through Ollama, LM Studio, this one as well. But we are running open source models on your own hardware where there is no API cost at all. So this third option would be the one to get the absolute cheapest cost. But there is a little bit of a downside as to this third one, which I can jump into in just a second. Now, if you're like me, I didn't want to run this cheaper model in my main sort of Claude Code instance right here, but I just asked it, is there a way to run this isolated from this chat right here? And it just gave me all of the instructions on how we could run this Claude Code instance in a separate terminal using this other model just to test it out. And so this was pretty much it. It went through and gave me the setup instructions. And so it pretty much told me that yes, it would be able to set up a separate environment in order to be able to run this model. And pretty much I said, that's perfect. Are you able to now set this up using the DeepSeek model and then run it for me? Now, initially, when I told it to set up this model, it actually came up and tried to get me to provide my own DeepSeek API key where we wouldn't get the free credits when we start to use it. And so I kind of came back and said, I thought that this model was free, and I provided it with a model name. And it is only partially free if we are going to be accessing it through OpenRouter. Essentially, OpenRouter has like a free tier for this where they provide you with a set of credits for an amount of requests that you do. And so once it figured that out, I went ahead and provided it with my OpenRouter API key, and it was now able to run this model. And so I just provided it with my key, and then it was able to continue on and then build that into it. Although I did run into a bit of an issue where the model that the GitHub repo had actually recommended, which was the DeepSeek, which was the free DeepSeek R1 model, had actually been deprecated, and I wasn't actually able to use that model. And so you can see here, it's saying bad news. DeepSeek pulled their free tier for OpenRouter, and then this is no longer a free model to use. And then essentially it just recommended me using the Gwen 3 Coda model instead. And I just said, that's fine. Option A, just use this model. But after this, it started working perfectly fine. You can see here how to launch your free Claude Code session. It was able to connect into this new model. Pretty much because I am on a Windows computer, it's just recommending me to open a new PowerShell window in my computer and then just paste in this code right here to boot up Claude Code in the terminal. Now you can run these models through Visual Studio Code if you want to, but like I said, I wanted to run this isolated from this just so I could continue to use this later, and it's still using the Claude models. But all you need to do is just open up the PowerShell window, copy this code, and then paste this into your Windows PowerShell. Once you do that, this is pretty much what's going to pop up. So this is the Windows PowerShell. If you're using Mac, it's obviously just going to be their version of this. And all I did was I went copy paste, added this code in and hit the enter button, and then it booted up Claude Code right here. And so you might notice that it just looks exactly like Claude Code, and it also says Sonnet 4.6 right here. But don't get too worried if yours says Sonnet 4.6. It's not using this model whatsoever. Claude actually has no idea which model it's using. We're just redirecting that model. And so it thinks it's using the Sonnet 4.6 model, but it's actually not. So at this point, it was all set up, ready to go, and we can now send it questions and get responses back. But after sending it a few questions, I hit the rate limit on this Gwen model pretty quickly. It's pretty much a few questions is the limit, or at least what I found was the limit of this OpenRouter free tier of the model. So at least from what I found, if you're using this Gwen model, the free tier via OpenRouter, you definitely can get some free conversations out of it. But in terms of using it in the long term, probably not very sustainable. After this, I told it to swap the model over to a DeepSeek V4 Flash model. And it kind of just gave me a breakdown as to what the pricing of this model is. So whilst you definitely can get some free conversations out of the OpenRouter free tiers, you're not going to have very long running conversations. You are going to be hitting that rate limit pretty quickly. Ultimately, what I concluded is that if you are going to be trying to get a free model, there are just going to be so many limitations around it. So I went ahead and just asked my Claude Code that I hit that rate limit on the Gwen model pretty quickly, and if there were any alternatives for this. So if you are looking to do this for completely free, you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, it is possible, but you're going to hit the rate limit very quickly. And there's probably not going to be a whole lot of messages that you can send it to. As for the initial option of the NVIDIA NIM model, this gives you 1,000 credits, but you will have to start paying for it once those credits are over. So it's a very similar situation to this OpenRouter model. And as for running the local models where it's running locally on your computer, I would say if you wanted to run this for completely free, this would be the best choice to go down. But to be honest, the problem with this is that you do need a decent computer in order to be able to do this. You can see here, you need 16 gigs of RAM and ideally a GPU as well. So if you don't have a relatively well-spec'd desktop computer, this probably isn't going to be a very viable option. You're more than likely just going to be stuck waiting minutes and minutes for it to answer quite simple questions, and the quality of the responses, as it says here, are going to be quite a lot lower than the hosted models as well. So pretty much what I concluded is that it's still best to use these models that OpenRouter is recommending with DeepSeek and Gwen. So whilst they are paid models, they are substantially cheaper than Opus 4.7 or OpenAI's 5.5 model. And when I went and compared this model to something like a Claude Sonnet model, you can see here that the DeepSeek V4 Flash model is 100 times cheaper than the Claude Sonnet model. So 100 times cheaper is obviously pretty significant, and that's a cost that you practically wouldn't even notice compared to using these very heavy Claude models. So you could pretty much just put $10 into your OpenRouter account, get this set up on this DeepSeek model through OpenRouter again. So if you have a look at the screen right here, you'll see on the right-hand side, we can see all of the tokens that I've consumed today, which was about 700,000 tokens. 590,000 of them have come from the DeepSeek V4 Flash model. And if I have a look at my spend, you can see that I've spent 9 cents on this DeepSeek V4 Flash model today. And so really comparing it to a lot of the other models that I've done some tests with, the token consumption that I've had here, the price per token that I've had here is obviously substantially cheaper than really anything that I've used here. But once again, the big benefit here is that we're able to route this model through Claude codes. So we're not just talking to this model without anything on top of it. Claude Code and all its prompting and all of the tool calls and everything and all the architecture that they've built on top of Claude Code, we're still using and leveraging. You can see here, I gave it a question and it was able to do multiple web searches through this model as well, did the detailed comparison and gave it back to me. Once again, this was using this DeepSeek model. And at the bottom here, I asked it, which model are you? And it came back and said it's the Claude Sonnet 4.6 model. And so this really thinks that it is the Claude Sonnet 4.6 model, but I can guarantee you that it is not, and it is running on the DeepSeek model, as we can have a look at our OpenRouter activities, and we can see that when we ask that a question, all of our tokens go up when we do that. So for my conclusion, am I going to be using this model every single day now? Probably not. These models, these DeepSeek models and other Chinese models as well, they're not the best models in the world. Claude Opus 4.7 and GPT 5.5 are still going to be your really most powerful models. So if you are going to be doing any really important work, long-running tasks that require some pretty intense models, you still should prioritize using those models for anything that could be complex. But if you are going to be doing any very simple tasks, anything that's quite straightforward, anything that you need quick responses for, these models are going to be way more optimized. And when it comes to cost and speed and efficiency, these models are probably going to be the best. So I'd recommend doing a setup like this where you've got VS Code running your standard Claude models and then getting a separate terminal to run these much cheaper, much quicker models. So when you do need to do tasks that aren't the most intense and you need to change small things, these models are probably going to be best suited for that. If you want to learn about 5 Claude Code skills that I genuinely couldn't live without, that I use every single day in my instance of Claude Code, check out this video right here where I break down 5 Claude skills that I really like using and I would recommend you using as well. So I'll keep pointing at the video while it's here so you've got enough time to click on it, but I highly recommend it and you should click on it right now.